I have not had a good week this week, but let's see if we can go turn it around and get something done on the boat. Wait, no, go back. So nearly forgot to say, this is my tender, little 2-man tender. It's only a little one, but it's been stuck at my dad's house for a while because it was really too big for my boot, so I would have struggled to get it to the boat. But now I'm borrowing my granddad's car. It fits in, I'm going to get it to the boat, and if not today, I'll try and get it out for a little bit of fun on the water with the oars this week. So what I'm going to do with that tender today is I'm going to inflate it. I'm going to try and get it all pumped up and then just leave it. I want to see if it's popped. I want to see, because it's never been used. It was bought new, left on the boat, and I just want to know if any of the seams have degraded, or just if it's been scratched or scraped on something. So before I take it out on the water, I thought I would make sure it's all working. So there she is. I once heard someone describe a tender as being, if your boat is your house, then this is your car. Got a small car, but if this keeps its pressure overnight really, over the next day or so, then I'll be taking her out on the marina, and I'll show you the marina. So if this manages to keep its pressure overnight, I'll try and take it out one day after work. And I'm gonna try and use what I've been told is a mud anchor. Which is 22 kilo. So I should be able to take that out into the marina and then drop the anchor and have something to eat, which having something to eat on the water has been a little bit of a, I really want to do it. There's nothing better than having something to eat on the water when it's quiet and nice and sunny. But right, now to finish off the last of the boat. So this is the Karcher sandblaster attachment, and the sand is sucked up this tube because this metal spike goes in. Air goes in there, gets sucked down, and then the sand gets sucked up the larger tube and exits with the water coming out of the pressure washer. But if for whatever reason you happen to have a little bit of damp or wet sand in the kiln dried sand and it sucks up wet sand, it gets sort of as far as it can get and then it gets blocked at some point. So that's what happened here. I've knocked it all out, but then the inside is still a little bit wet, so that's ground me to a halt today. But I did get the majority of the boat done, so I'll just have to finish it off tomorrow. Now, I did have the chance to get the cutlass bearing off, which is brilliant, but I'll show you a little sneak preview of how I got the propeller key, well, the propeller shaft key out. But as for the cutlass bearing itself, I'm taking that to a machinist to get the inside of the housing turned down a little bit more, so I'll make that its own video. But it's off. There's 4 jobs left to do before she can go in the water, and they are to machine down the cutlass bearing housing and replace the cutlass bearing. Once that's done, I can put the propeller back on the propeller shaft. Then that area is done. All I need to do tomorrow is remove the last of the paint, and this week I want to try and get to bits like you can see there, that's bare fiberglass in there, so I want to start using my Dremel, grinding that out, maybe putting a bit of glass on there and then just repairing that. So I've got one job, which is the propeller, well, the cutlass bearing housing. Then I've got a job 2, which is to remove the last of the paint and then go around patching it up. And then 3, what I've got to do is obviously sand, key and copper coat the bottom. So once the cutlass bearing's done, the repairs are done and what's needed, and to copper coat I'm going to have to drop the propeller, not the propeller, I'm going to have to drop the rudder. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to do that like 2 in 1 when I get them to lift the boat up on with the crane, so I can do the repairs on the bottom of the keel. I'll use that opportunity to take the rudder off. So I've got the cutlass bearing, the rudder and repairs, the copper coat, and then if everyone remembers, up on the top sides here I want to be vinyl wrapping the whole of the top sides. So they're the 4 jobs that I want to get done to get it back in the water. The cutlass bearing is pretty much done. The repairs, that's, if the weather stays as warm as it is now, that's a good 3-day job, 4-day job. The copper coat is a 1-day application, and then 3 or 4 days to cure, and then the vinyl wrap again is a 1-day application after. But I need to go round and make sure parts like there are all repaired and faired, otherwise the vinyl wrap's going to look awful because there's going to be a high gloss white on top. But they're the 4 jobs, and then she can go in the water.